I talked to people who are worried about what they might do in terms of their purchases of U.S. Treasuries. I still think they will only do what's in their own best interest on that. So I don't think that is a huge threat. But on the trade side, I think there is this misconception. Again, as I said earlier, the order of battle, if you just look at $500 billion of imports from China, or $130 billion, $150 billion of exports from the United States, that's masking a lot of trade that are actually, that are American firms that are doing, that are handling that trade. And so it does hit American firms. The other question you have to have, just the asymmetric politics of it. The Chinese premier is premier for life. The president does have to worry, and the Republican Party does have to worry about these midterm elections. I actually think the Chinese are willing to wait out to see what happens in November. And, if the president loses the House of Representatives, if that happens, as a lot of people are predicting, they're going to feel emboldened that they're in a stronger position negotiating with a weakened president.
Do you believe the Chinese literally went county by county and said, OK, which counties and which states flipped the election for the president? What are their main products? I want you to target those. Do you think it was literally that direct by the Chinese? Because it seems that way when you look at the products that they are slapping tariffs on for us.
I'll tell you, when, back in Bush administration, I remember being back in the Treasury Department back in 2004, 2005, and we looked at a lot of the same tools that the Trump administration is using to try to, encourage better behavior by the Chinese back then. And in our conversations, our bilateral meetings with the Chinese, it was, very clear that they have a very good feel for who produces what, where, in the United States. So I think they've been preparing for this for a very, very long time across a number of administrations. I know the Obama administration had looked at some of these tools as well. So the Chinese are prepared for it, and so I don't think they had to do much studying this time.